We're about to attempt what is probably the most photogenic beach run in all of Australia. It's about 100 k's of untouched coast with insane wildlife. There are so many sharks here. Beautiful beaches and some extremely soft sand forward driving.
That was so cooked.
We're picking up this trek in Exmouth, meaning we've already done about 12 hours worth of driving. So now we're going to chuck the new map on screen and show you what we think we're in for. We have absolutely no idea because it's our first time heading out to this camp spot. Our first obstacle, which is Yardie Creek, and then we have 30 kilometers to get to the campsite that we're talking about. And then to continue on the trail, we have another 70 kilometers of off-roading on a trail that has basically no information online. And then we get out to our last destination, which is Coral Bay. So even though I'm pretty sure we're not actually gonna have to drive through the water, we're gonna have a little peek at it. And yes, we still have a little bit of trauma from the last creek crossing we did. The chassis, everything is stuck. So we're just letting the tyres down. We're going to about 20 because we're not sure how soft it's going to be at the beginning. And then if we need to go further, we can go down from there.
So we're coming into Windabandy at like 9:50 in the morning, which in hindsight probably isn't the best time because a lot of people seem to be leaving, so I got some traffic.
Fridge is so squeaky.
And yes, everything is squeaky because we didn't put the fridge in properly.
We just quickly checked out a place called Boat Harbour. It's super nice. If you can get that camp spot, I would even recommend that, especially if you have a boat. But now it is only 10 o'clock and it's already 39, we'll say 40 degrees. I think it's going to be a bit of a scorcher. Oh, and the corrugation has also been pretty bad.
So we've made it to Windabandy and we're about to see our campsite for the first time. Apparently we have one of the only ones that you're allowed to drive onto the beach. Oh my goodness. We literally are the beach. And it is so flat. Our own private beach. Thanks.
So we're just settling in a camp and we have dolphins out there, a few turtles. I'm just gonna pump up the paddleboard and then I'll show you around the campsite.
So it's a little bit breezy, but it's Western Australia in the afternoon. So it's obviously gonna be a bit windy. Let's get this paddleboard pumped up.
After a tough day of laying on the beach.
So as you can see, we've set up camp. We're on campsite number 49. If you have wiki camps, I'd definitely recommend looking on there because it gives you all the beachfront campsite numbers. But I would definitely recommend, if you can, get between number 1 and number 6, I think it is. They're all the best spots by far. Although ours is huge, I'll take you for a walk around in a bit. Those ones are definitely like prime. We're pretty much all set up, ready to cook dinner. Tonight we're actually cooking camp nachos, which I'm super excited for. And tomorrow I'm gonna have a crack at some fishing, maybe try find some crays, and definitely go for a paddleboard out to the outer reef and see what I can find. And even though the sea breeze has been in all day, we've still been like turtle watching, dolphin watching. I managed to have a little fish, didn't catch anything. And it's pretty much the first time that I've actually used the Packed Bags new sample, and I've got to say, so far I'm loving it. That's a fish and sandwich. Oh, it's a baby spango.
Oh.
That's what I want. It's a baby spango, but I want one triple the size maybe. I just lost it. They are everywhere. So we're just fishing off the rocks at the northernmost end of the bay, and we are using chicken for bait because some random dude came around and told us that we're in the best fishing spot and go do it. And we're actually catching fish. You know, at the beginning of the video when I said this is Australia's most photogenic campsite, this is exactly what I had in mind. But now we're taking the car and the paddleboard and going around to the point and we'll go for a fish, maybe a snorkel, and see what's out there. So I've just synced up, ready to go out, and I thought I'd show you the paddleboard before I go. 360 camera, extra lures, pliers, fishing rod, flippers, mask, and cute dog. Brother. I actually don't know what to say.
How crazy is this water, this viz? Oh my God, look, there's one right there. There's two. There are so many sharks here. Got a grey nurse asleep, and then a little white tip reef shark just cruising next to me. I'm really scared to fall in right now. That is so sick. What? Didn't even wake up. So I realized that I just stuffed up all the footage I got up until here. You would have seen that those two sharks that just swam past me in like knee-deep water. Look at all the fish. Mate, I don't understand how this is real. Actually, an aquarium, this is crazy. Never in my life would I thought I'd actually get to do this, ever. Especially in this kind of conditions. At the drop off. Oh my God, where am I? How is this real? What the hell? Makes me feel a little bit spooked out. That is a drop and a half. I don't know if you can see that properly, but that is like next level. So I'm going to chuck on a little soft plastic, and that way I'll just flick around, try a few different little bommies out the back. I wish we had a boat so I could do some proper fishing, but I'm going to say I'm much happier doing something than nothing. So the reef is about 10-20 meters behind me, and it's dropping a soft plastic. Now this bit here is the sketch bit, because I can get cleaned up by a wave, and the reef is so shallow I don't really want to break the reef or cut my feet up. I'm still gobsmacked how we have like desert, gorgeous, this insane blue water and crazy coral. Like I've been to Ningaloo so many times, but this is like the new level. No way! So it's our last night at Windabandy, and we've made dinner. Spicy vodka pasta. The sun's about to go to, and as it goes down, I'm definitely going fishing again, because yesterday was good fun. Hopefully I snagged something a bit bigger so we can take it to Coral Bay and have it for dinner the next night. Oh, I'm so sick of these rods. Oh, these things are so annoying. Bango. How good is that off the rocks? Prawn big again. Don't drop it, Ori. Do not drop it. Oh, it's little.
Woken up bright and early, ready for another day. Now we finally get to go forward driving again, but we are leaving Windabandy. It's a little bit sad. Last night I had a big session of fishing and I almost caught probably the biggest fish I've ever caught on the beach, but I'm an idiot and I lost it. I ended up jumping in the water to try and chase it and to grab it to land it. because it was too big. I would have snapped the line if I didn't. And it wrapped around my finger and started cutting me as I was trying to grab the leader. And then I thought it snapped off and swam under the rock. And then as I was trying to get my hook out from under the rock, I realized the fish was still on. So I grabbed the fin, and it was so big, as I pulled it out, and then it started kicking and it broke free from me. And out of a reflex, the fishing rod started falling in. So I grabbed the line again, and as I grabbed it, I had too much slack and it just snapped, and I lost my fish. And then with the last bit of bait I had, I thought I caught another one, but it turns out it was a little black tip reef shark. I didn't get my fish I wanted.
I've wrapped up our stay at Windabandy, and now we are on our way to Coral Bay via the coastal road. We're going to stop in at any nice beaches and probably check out some of the other campsites as well, so we know for next time where we could possibly stay.
10 out of 10 recommend.
Oh yeah, 10 out of 10 recommend this spot. We're at number 49, and I definitely think if you want like the quietest campsite with a good fishing spot, definitely the spot to get, I reckon.
So we just pulled up at South Lefroy campsite. How nice is this one? You can camp down the beach there, and the spots over there are pretty cool. Snorkeling looks wicked out there. Definitely stay here next time, I reckon.
So after South Lefroy, you have a couple of options for how you progress towards Coral Bay, and I've gone for the coastal dune route, which has a bit of a soft climb coming up. And I cannot really gain much momentum because it's very like up and down ruddy. Very good thing. We're just cruising around trying to get to the whaling station, but we're not sure what route to take. So let's try this.
So next stop on the trip is the old whaling station. You can see there is still some stuff left on the beach. This looks like a winch of some sort. And then there's a bunch of drums, and I'll show you the ones up over the dunes. We're just gonna go for a little explore. So I'm assuming most of these barrels would have all had bits of whale in there, so I would hate to know how many whales they actually killed in their time using the station. Found these old bottles just laying around, and it says, "This bottle always remains the property of the West Australian Glass Manufacturing Limited, Western Australia." So I'm going to send them a photo and tell them to come pick their rubbish up.
We're straight into it after that whaling station. The sand has gotten pretty bloody soft, and this track looks like it hasn't been driven in a long time. And we just got to a dead end. I'm assuming that's why it hasn't been driven in a long time. Well, we're going to figure out how to get around this. So our alternate route is going on the beach for a couple hundred meters. Which is a small beach, but it seems it was pretty firm when we checked it just before. It's just on a very big angle. Instant regret. Very instant regret. I think we need to let the ties down a lot. So this was a mistake coming here.
Alright, sorry Loz, I'm hooning it.
No, this bit's not. I'll wait for Loz. Oh, I regret that. Oh, the beach just gets narrower and narrower. Come on. Go the BT. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's not good. Bad line, bad line, bad line, bad line. Come on. Go, 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 go. My God, this goes forever. across this. Yep, this will do me. That was anything but fun. Now let's go back. This is actually cooked. I've not driven in sand this soft for a long time. I'm gunning it all the way back to where we started. Oh, thank that was so cool. I'm an idiot.
Well, that was a huge mistake. You can see, like, we just drove over this and you can see how, like, deep my feet are in the rut. And up here where I had to exit, I reckon I could lay in the rut and you wouldn't be able to see me from the other side. That's the rut. And the worst part is we actually checked the beach to make sure, like, it wasn't that bad. It was very bad. So just like that, we completed our little mission, and I have to say it's so worth it, especially if you come in from Coral Bay or Exmouth. Definitely worth doing that full beach run.